When you first create an account in Trackfront, one of the first things you'll see is the dashboard and this Getting Started widget up here. I'm using an example of a company that's been using Trackfront for a while, so there's other widgets in here, but the first thing you'll see is this one widget here called Getting Started. And I would definitely recommend using this widget to check off the things that you have to do first in Trackfront in order to have a good experience with Trackfront and get off the ground running as quickly as possible. One of the first things you can do is go to the video tutorials here, which will link you to all of our videos. And one of the first ones you should watch in addition to this video is the initial setup and use, which will cover all of these particular topics, which we recommend are kind of the first things you should go through and set up for Trackfront before you dive in. And one of the things you can do as you finish each one of these tasks, you can check them off for yourself as a reminder that they're completed. All right, so let's take a look in the interface. Over here, you're going to see the main navigation. This will take you to the various parts of Trackfront like estimates, projects, time and expense, and settings. Over here, you'll have an account dropdown. So if you are an account owner on one Trackfront account, but maybe a free collaborator on other Trackfront accounts, you'll be able to see those in here. As other people may invite you to other Trackfront projects, you'll be able to switch those accounts very easily up here with this dropdown. In Trackfront, you basically have one login for all of Trackfront, one user account. So no matter how many actual paid accounts you set up or how many people have invited you to be a free collaborator or view estimates on other accounts, you'll be able to log into Trackfront with your one single email account. Unless, of course, you create multiple accounts with different emails. Additionally, here on the dashboard, you'll be able to add additional widgets as you see fit by clicking on the widgets dropdown. And as you can see here over time, as you create estimates and projects, these widgets will make much more sense to you. The main menu over here is collapsible, as you can see, if you want a little bit more screen real estate. You can also customize this main menu to use one or multiple of these main menu items. So for instance, let's say you just want to do estimates, but you don't do project collaboration. You can eliminate it from the main menu in your settings. You can also rename these. For instance, if you wanted to call estimates quotes or proposals, you can do that as well. Over at the top, you're going to see a notifications indicator here. So if you have any projects that are ongoing, any new updates to those projects will show up here. You can always clear them. They'll also show up in the project dashboard under each individual project. Your account drop-down menu right here will always tell you your current storage usage on your Trackfront account, and you'll be able to quickly link to your account settings as well as sign out here if you'd like. Additionally, up here at the top right, you'll see the time and expense entry interfaces, and you'll see a global search where you'll be able to search for any user, company, estimate, project, keyword, file, anything here in the global search, and it's broken down into the various categories very easily here for you to find. So if you were to click into estimates, you will first see the estimates dashboard come up here. And if you were to click into any estimate, you'll see the estimate details here as well. Same thing on projects. When you click on the main projects tab, you'll be taken to the actual project dashboard. And if you click into any project, you'll be taken to the project wall where you'll be able to see all of the stages and communications, files, uploads, approvals, and whatnot on here. Same thing with time and expense. You're taken to the time and expense dashboard where you can see everybody in your team's time and expense as well as create different views for things you want to see. And lastly, if you click into settings, this is where you're going to see all of your settings for the various parts of Trackfront. And this is where one of the first things you'll do is set up some key settings in here so you'll be able to successfully use Trackfront and get things rolling.